Hi there and welcome to Scrap and Coffee. I'm here with the project chair for the Flex Folio. The Flex Folio measures 9 inches high by 7 inches wide and the largest spine is 2 inches. And for the decoration I've been using the collection from Simple Storage, the Simple Vintage Garden District. It's a digital collection, so I was able to use several patterns multiple times and also play with the sizes of the patterns, like the one you see here. This is actually a 12 by 12 with a full circle, but this was printed 7 by 10, so it's the print is smaller than when you get the 12 by 12, so please keep that in account as well. So I kept the decoration on the outside pretty simple. It's just a strip of one of the solids, and then like I said, this is downsized, and here I've had a little 2 by 2 that I've mounted on some black cardstock, and I left it open here so I could add a photo or a little card there if I want to. The spines, I've just used the solid because I thought that would work best, and on the back I've used this beautiful teal colored with the butterflies and the flowers, and it's just a really beautiful paper, but I had a hard time combining it with the softer pinks in the collection. So the outside is on the green side, but the inside it's more, I really worked with the more lighter patterns, the soft pinks, and well, you're gonna see it. So when we open this up, I have this beautiful watercolor image of this rose, one of my favorite images out of the collection. I just love how they worked with that watercolor on here. So beautiful, and I've combined it with the same strip that I did here. So this was matching, but it needed a little bit of color, so I've added a little strip of the pink solid as well there, just to make it pop a little bit more. And on purpose I also didn't do anything here. I'm not able to place, I can place a photo on top of it, but I won't do that. But it's because everything is closed nicely like this, so I didn't want to add any bulk there. So here we've made that 2 pockets with a gusset, and I haven't put anything in there yet. It's just open, and I've decorated them in the same style, but you can place 6 by 4 photos or smaller in those pockets, and you can get quite a lot in there, maybe a little booklet. So that's a lot of opportunity there. And then when I'm going to open this, and I know that my white photo mats are not going to stay in place, but that's fine. This is the what I called the section C of the folio. So I was really minimalistic with my embellishments, and actually simply because I was too lazy to print them all and cut them all, I just didn't feel like it. But I also think the papers are telling enough of a story that it didn't really need a lot more, so I'm quite happy with how it looks. So these butterflies, they are open, so I can remove the white and just replace them for a photo. And I think I will be adding photos to this folio because I really love it. And then here, so just 2 6 by 4 photos here, and here I have the belly band, and this is the closure. And when we open it up, I try to keep this image intact. So once the waterfall is closed, you can see this whole beautiful image here. And when you open it, there is a lot of space for your photos. So here you can place a 6 by 4, or you could also do 2 3 by 4s. And here you need to crop your photo down a little bit. I think I made it 3 3/8 of an inch by 6. So that's an option. Or like here I did 2 3 by 4s, but you could also do that here, cropped. So I've only did the first 2 pages because I didn't want to waste my white cardstock. And then on the bottom, let's get that up a little bit. We have a pocket here, so you can place again some smaller photos in there. And then here I've made a little tuck space, so I've placed some little 2 by 2s in there. And I did that because I wanted to keep the bottom of the image also. But if I would have placed it all the way to the top here, then that would not work. So that's why I've combined it with a little bit of a solid strip. I've been counting, and I think you can place between 70 and 80 photos in this folio, depending on what photo size you are going to use. And then when we open the rest of the folio up, so this is the complete spread on the inside. See a lot of pink and white. The middle section here, I've added this flap later, after we've placed the whole B section in, and I was going to make it a closure, but actually it stays closed by itself. So it didn't really need an additional closure, so I just didn't do it. And you can place a 5x5 photo here. Again, this is open, of course, so you can just remove the white and place your photo. And this is not staying in place, but that's fine. And these are two, I think they are 4x5, so you need to crop your photo here a little bit. This is a large pocket, and I've placed that extra strip here because I felt like it needed something, but I could not find the right embellishment for it. And I also think that it combines nicely with what we have going on here. So a large pocket, and you could place a 7x5 photo mat in there. This is a 7x5, just wide, no backing, but you can fit that in there. So you could place some larger photos in here as well. And I just love this combination. This is one of my favorite papers as well, and this one as well. There were a lot of them that were my favorite. So here I've played around. I did a 3x3, a 3x4 and a 4x4, and mixed that with some pattern paper, a little embellishment, and used that same paper combination here on the bottom flap. So here again you can place some photos in there. You can fit a cropped 6x4 in here, or actually a 6x4 will fit, but then without any mat behind it. So you can make a matte 6x4 and then crop your photo slightly, and then it will fit. And here a 6x4 photo. And on the back I have the pocket here on the top. And matted it off the pocket here. And here is some green in the folio, but there is not a lot. And then here we have a window pocket, so you can really fill this up with photos, tags, maybe. I have a lot of these elements left, so I might be putting some of those in. And I do need to finish up some of the details, like I haven't placed any pattern paper here on the larger gussets, but I think I might be doing that. So this beautiful image here, you can see it through the window. Just love this paper collection, it's so beautiful. And then here we have a stack pocket. So the bottom one, the top one, sorry, goes all the way to the bottom. So you can place a larger photo there if you want again. And of course, more room for photos here. Here we have a really small pocket for maybe something like a tag. I wanted to put this one in, but it's a little bit too short, so it sinks to the bottom too far, and then you're not able to reach it. But yeah, I'm going to see what I can do to make some tags in there for some journaling, or maybe some smaller photos in there. And this is a pocket, so I just placed that beautiful bird in there, but of course you can just place a 6x4 photo, or just place some smaller photos in there that you can take out. And then on the back, normally I won't do this. What I did here is I have a piece of solid that I just placed on this flap, and then place my photo mat on top. Normally I won't do that because it causes bulk and I think it's a waste of my paper. But in this case, this was 4.5 by 6.5, and when I only place my photo mat, I think the black border is just going to be too white. So that's why I've placed that solid cardstock underneath it, out of the collection. And here I've used a nice pattern that I've also used here. So actually it's the same patterns again. So this is a pocket, so you can place photos in here. A little embellishment there, and a 4x4 here. And then this is the last part of the section. So I used one of the element cards here with some strips of the paper to fill the rest of the space, and then a 4x4 here. And here what I did is I created a belly band out of the patterned paper, so it's not yeah, I've backed this part with black cardstock and I just glued it on the edges so I can place some photos underneath the belly band. And it goes almost from top to bottom. So that's the B section. So we can close all of that up again. And I didn't place any loose photo mats in here because I really wanted you to see the papers. And then the last section, this is my accordion pocket here. Again, I've used that beautiful watercolor flower, but this is downsized. So that was printed on 7 by 10. And I'm sorry about my lighting. It's maybe I can put something on there to keep it flat so that doesn't give a shadow. So that might be better. So this is an accordion style pocket, so a lot of room to place stuff in there, photos or other stuff that you want to keep. And a really nice image, almost a shame to put something in there, but hey. And then it's hard to see. Yep, okay, let me get that out of the way. Here I have the bottom part of that flap and I've made a little tuck space here. This is the other side of that paper, of that watercolor rose, and I made a little tuck space here for 1 or 2 smaller photos. And then with the top flap, that's just basic. You also want it to combine pretty good with all the rest of your pages, so you don't want to make it too crazy. And then I'm going to show you this one first. Here I have that image of that flower, and I've cut out the flower, backed it with black cardstock and made that a tuck space. So I can place 6 by 4 photos in there if I want, not too much, 2, maybe 3, but don't go too crazy. So you don't lose that beautiful image here on the page. And then this butterfly was on the other side of this paper. So I've combined that with a 4 by 4 photo here. And this is what I did a lot throughout the folio. Just use small strips of the solids to give it a little bit more color. So we can open this up, and here I did 2 4 by 4s with a little strip in the middle. And also this is another page that I really love how it turned out. This was one of the 6 by 4 elements out of the collection. You are seriously amazing, and I thought it would combine really good with this patterned paper with that beautiful sketched flowers with some pink going through it. So I really love this combination. And this is a top loading pocket, so you can take out this photo mat, put a 6 by 4 photo in there, and just beautiful. Then on the back I can place a photo again, and here on the back I did another 6 by 4 element card out of the collection. This was a pocket, and I just placed a butterfly on there. Have it hanging over the pocket so you can add photos in the pocket here. Some larger photos again. Maybe a 6 by 5 will fit, but I have to try. I'm not sure actually. Yep, it will fit. 7 by 5. And then when we open that again some magic. I'd never done this before, but what I did is printed another image, 7 by 10, so it fitted on the page a little bit better. I've cut around the image on what I wanted to keep and backed that with some black cardstock, completely from the edge to edge, and like with a little border. And then this I've glued on the page, but only on the bottom and on the left side, so I can use this as a pocket. So 7 by 5 won't fit here, but 6 by 4 will. And so here I've used one of the, this is not a solid, it was one of the 12 by 12 papers that there wasn't a lot going on, and I thought it would make the perfect background for this image. So that's what I've used there. And here I've repeated it. I had this, it's this paper actually, and I just got a strip, and I've cut around all the things that I wanted to keep as a whole, like the butterflies. I didn't want to cut them in half, so cut around it, backed it with black cardstock and placed it on here, and make sure that it's not glued down so I can remove my photo mat and replace that with a photo. I thought it was a pretty fun way to get the most out of your beautiful paper. And here I've placed that same pattern in the pocket. Again, you can load it on the top, place a photo in there, or just some small things that you want to keep. And I've used some of the solid to make that nice border there. And here again a 3x4 with some pattern paper and a 4x4. And also this, oh, I love this so much how this turned out. So what I did is I've cut this paper to size. Again, this is a downsized image. And I've cut out a 3, I think it's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then I've cut around the flower so I didn't lose it, back that with black cardstock, and then place a photo mat in here, a 3x3 photo mat. Also, I had construction going on here and I didn't want you to see it once you've removed the photo, so I've also placed a little bit of black cardstock here to make that look pretty. Not that you're going to see it when your photo is in there, but still. So you can put that there. And the wings of the butterfly I've cut out and backed with black cardstock so they are popping up. So pretty fun feature here as well. So I really enjoyed working on this folio and I really loved how it turned out. Beautiful paper collection. I might be using it again on a small project. We'll see. And for now, this is the flex folio. So I really hope you are going to give it a try on making it. You can find the cutting guide for it on my website, scrapandcoffee.com. It's a free PDF download cutting guide. So you can just print it, cut your pieces, and work along with me on the tutorials that are already on my channel. So yeah, and if you do, then please join my Facebook group, Scrap Coffee and Friends, and share your project because I would love to see your take on my designs. So for now, I just want to say thank you for watching, enjoy the rest of your day, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye!